Hi, I'm William Tenholder, and it is really my pleasure to bring you this really high level chess game. It's full of tricks and traps, and I'm going to bring you through it pretty quickly because right now we're looking at masters and grandmasters. We'll be checking this out, right? And everybody can learn something from this, including me. So, this is a very traditional opening. Uh, right away, I attack, as I always do. Doesn't matter what the position, I like to attack. So, we have a pretty standard position, and I'll move you through this pretty quickly because, I've got both of my bishops out on attack, and maybe that's not a good thing. But yeah, I like to attack, and so, they're attacking back, and that's okay. I like my position. It's very good, very strong. And so now it's a matter of positioning, attacking, and, in this case, I had to move the knight back, and in order to get my queen out for the check, I was thinking that I might have a mate here with the pawn in. I was looking hard and I didn't find it. So I just tried to destroy their position the best I could and then just come back to the best square that the queen could be on, which was right back on d1. So it's a pretty interesting game, full of attack. Also, sometimes you have to know when to retreat. And again, more attack. Uh, you know, king side attack, queen side attack. It's full of lots of fun. Good night, darling. Yeah, it's a really great game. All the attacks that are occurring. Check on the king. Queen intervenes, but of course, I'm not going to just take the queen there and help them develop. So I move my queen to a place where I could get a passed pawn. So then they moved their rook in for attack, and I move my knight in for attack, and so wisely the king moves, and I pin or do an X-ray attack, X-ray attack on the king with the idea that I can move my knight, take the rook, and this is how it goes. Boom, boom. Just like that. Boom, boom. Right? That's how powerful that trick is. And so, obviously, they were a little upset. I don't blame them. It was pretty nasty. Uh, so, they did have a chance to check, actually. We just go back. If I didn't move the knight, of course, the queen could come into c1 check and take my rook, right? Well, I'd have to intervene with the queen, but either way, the best was to bring the knight out, and so they have the check, and so this is where we do a little bit of jostling. I get a pawn out of it, and I'm ahead, of course. If we count the pieces, I'm already a piece ahead. They're trying to get some play, but enough is enough. Take the queen. Bishop takes. Uh, and now I have a passed pawn supported by another pawn. I think I'm winning. I'm at least 10% ahead. So it's a tricky move by the rook, right? Pinning the knight. But I have another trick up my sleeve. I already thought of it. Castle. So now the pin is no longer valid. They try to take the knight, thinking about the pin. I just move the knight. And they have to move the rook because they're down in pieces. So now it's a matter of getting the right um, position, the right, I have 4 pieces, they have 2 pieces, I have passed pawns. This should be a winning game. Uh, so we make a few moves. We make some good moves and some bad moves. However, in the end, even though I kind of missed that move, I still had some other good moves here. So I was a little bit distressed, but you look around, you count your pieces, and I'm still in a good position. So I came up with a trick of my own here, and they didn't see it. Isn't that beautiful? The pawn fork. So I get a piece back out of this, right? And as it turned out, more than a piece. I get the rook, and they resigned because now my position just will overpower them. Uh, it was a great game, you know. Just a couple of errors at the end, but overall, yeah, awesome game. I'm William Tenholder, and I love chess.